Hello everyone! In today's video, we're once again going to talk about some surprising new information regarding a future Honkai starrail character. As always, everything we'll be discussing comes from sources that are generally considered reliable. In the previous video, we took a comprehensive look at all the changes Robin Summer and Aventurin Waveflare received in Beta 4.5 v3. So, what do you think about their current performance after all the latest buffs? If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend checking it out first. Today, however, we're shifting our attention to another exciting topic, a new wave of leaks surrounding Pearl, bringing several surprising updates that weren't available before. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. As many of you probably remember, we already covered Pearl about a week ago. Back then, we discussed her confirmed role, her path, and several unique mechanics that had been leaked at the time. Over the past few days, however, even more information has surfaced. So today, we're revisiting Pearl to see what's changed. This latest information comes from DK2 via HXG Leaks. According to their latest post, several new details about Pearl have emerged. Let's go through them one by one. The first point is that Pearl reportedly requires another Elation character on the team in order to fully utilize her kit. If that's true, then Pearl really is designed as a dedicated support specifically for Elation teams. She'll probably still be usable outside of Elation compositions, but her full potential most likely won't be unlocked unless she's paired with another Elation character. The second point is even more interesting. According to DK2, Pearl provides different types of support depending on the path of the team. If this information is accurate, then Pearl could end up having one of the most unique support mechanics we've seen so far. Honestly, this immediately reminded me of Hunt March 7th. For those who may not remember, Hunt March's basic attack changes its additional effects depending on the path of her chosen Shifu. If her Shifu belongs to Erudition, Destruction, the Hunt, Remembrance, or Elation, her basic attack deals additional damage. Meanwhile, if her Shifu belongs to Harmony, Nihility, Preservation, or Abundance, her basic attack instead gains increased toughness reduction. Pearl's mechanic seems similar, but with one major difference. Instead of changing the buffs she receives, Pearl appears to change the type of support she provides to her selected ally. Now let's move on to the third point. And honestly, this is by far the most surprising one. According to DK2, Pearl can switch her path and provide either shields or healing. This is where things start becoming a little confusing. If Pearl can actually switch paths, does that mean her mechanic works similarly to the Trailblazer or March 7th? If that's really the case, then Pearl would essentially have access to two different gameplay styles. For example, perhaps while functioning as an Elation character she provides shields, but after switching to another path, she instead becomes a healer. Personally, I'm still not entirely sure that's what the leak actually means. The wording leaves plenty of room for interpretation. But if that's really how the mechanic works, it would easily become one of the most unique character mechanics Hoyoverse has ever designed. Still in the same post, DK2 added another interesting detail. According to them, Aventurin SP and Pearl can be played together without weakening either character's kit. If Pearl truly can temporarily switch archetypes during battle, then this actually starts making sense. Aventurin would still count as the team's primary Elation character. Meanwhile, Pearl's kit could continue functioning properly thanks to Aventurin fulfilling the Elation requirement. That would also be particularly beneficial for M-Blade teams. If Pearl can provide healing, she could help prevent Blade's HP from falling dangerously low while still supporting the overall team. Shortly afterward, DK2 made another post clarifying what they actually meant by Pearl's path switching. According to that clarification, Pearl only changes her battle function during combat. The switching mechanic affects how her kit behaves and what type of support she provides. However, Pearl herself always remains an Elation character. In other words, her actual path never changes. Only her combat archetype changes while she's in battle. That's completely different from the Trailblazer, whose path can only be changed before entering combat. If DK2's explanation is accurate, then Pearl would introduce an entirely new gameplay system that we've never seen before. Now, DK2 wasn't the only source discussing Pearl. Seal Leaks also shared another update that appears to respond to DK2's earlier information. Interestingly, though, Seal Leaks wasn't the original source. According to the post, the information actually came from an anonymous tester who reportedly contacted Seal Leaks directly. So what did they say? According to Seal Leaks, in the latest testing build, Pearl only provides shields. That's it. No additional details were provided. And that immediately creates a conflict with DK2's information. If Seal Leaks is correct, then Pearl may not have any healing capability at all. That could also mean the entire path-switching interpretation is incorrect. Of course, there's another possibility. Maybe Pearl can still switch her combat archetypes, but regardless of which mode she's in, she still only provides shields instead of healing. Right now, we simply don't have enough information to know which interpretation is correct. Looking at the situation as a whole, we now have two fairly contradictory leak reports. DK2 describes Pearl as an extremely unique support capable of switching her combat archetype, providing either shields or healing, and functioning alongside a veteran SP without reducing either character's effectiveness. Meanwhile, Seal Leaks claims that, at least in the latest test build, Pearl only provides shields. So at the moment, we'll have to wait for more information before reaching any conclusions. So what do you think? Does Pearl's rumored path-switching mechanic sound exciting to you? Or do you think it sounds a little too powerful to be believable? Let me know your thoughts and predictions down in the comments below. And with that, we've reached the end of today's discussion. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow Honkai starrail players so they don't miss any of the latest updates. As always, your support through likes and subscribes means a lot and helps this channel continue creating informative content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next discussion.